Story appears ordinary till you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Hello there, thank you for joining us on CoreTV News this hour. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Muhammadu Buhari has been declared the winner of the APC presidential primaries. The two-day event, which was keenly contested, saw Buhari coasted home 3,430 votes, while vote counting was still on at the presidential convention of the APC. Atiku Abubakar, one of the contestants, congratulated Buhari. In a statement by his media office, the former vice president vowed to work for Buhari's success in the February 14, 2015 poll. The statement read, "I am very confident that you will provide the needed leadership to turn this country around. I have no doubt that you will work with dedicated and qualified Nigerians to protect our citizens, improve our economy, create jobs, improve education, reform governance and fight corruption. You will indeed bring the change Nigerians have been yearning for. Once more, congratulations. I congratulate the other contestants, namely Governors Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and Rochas Okorocha, as well as the erudite Sam Inda Isaiah. You have all demonstrated your commitment to democracy by participating in this transparent process and by campaigning vigorously across the country." End of quote.
54 votes. Muhammadu Buhari, 3,430 votes. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, 974 votes. Sam Inda Isaiah, 10 votes. And Rochad Anayo Okorocha, 624 votes. Total votes received 5,992 votes. My pleasure and honor to declare Muhammadu Buhari as the winner of the All Progressives Congress presidential primary in preparation for the 2015 presidential election.
Meanwhile, leaders of the All Progressives Congress are to meet to decide on the running mate for Muhammadu Buhari, who coasted home to victory in the party's presidential primary. CoreTV News gathered that Rotimi Amechi, Governor of Rivers State, is highly favored to pick the slot, but Yemi Oshibanjo, a professor of law and former Attorney General of Lagos State under Tinubu, is also being considered. Kayode Fayemi, former governor of Ekiti State, is also thought to be in the running, but he is said to have lost the trust of Tinubu after a series of incidents this year, leading to his failure to get re-elected as governor. Fayemi was also reported to have antagonized Tinubu during the party's convention in June, and the former governor of Lagos State is said to have developed cold feet at his possible candidature. Babatunde Fashola, governor of Lagos State, was highly favored to be running mate, but the issue of Muslim ticket effectively threw him out of the equation. Other Southwest APC governors are Muslims. All of them are Muslims, making it politically complicated to pick any of them. The two-day national convention and presidential primaries of the APC did not produce Muhammadu Buhari alone as the winner. Trust Lagos traders as they catch on the event to record trade boom from food vendors to shoe menders. The list is endless. Now, Omotayo Alo was at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, venue of the APC presidential primaries, and returned with this report.
One can't but be marvel at this market atmosphere, no matter the size. For these traders, the major preoccupation at the event was simply to make money, and this they did in style at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere. While delegates of the All Progressives Congress across the country were kept busy with the important business of deciding who the party's candidates will be for the 2015 presidential election. These traders maximized the opportunity to make some quick money.
Even in my shop, the money that I make in these 2 days, I don't think that I will make it in my shop, actually. But the price that I sold it at a cheaper rent because I need money. And you know, December is coming, so I need to travel and bring other goods.
Well, summer is still low yesterday. It's still big for customer today. The rest market is fine. Now it's sell from market 100 naira less.
This phone battery charger was smart enough. It took advantage of the occasion to double its service charge.
When there's no program, I charge 50, but now there's program, a lot of demand comes, so I switch to 100 naira per either battery or phones.
However, like Oliver Twist, the somewhat greedy traders want a repeat of such event, but every date is said cannot be Christmas. Even as they smile to the banks without paying rent for space used, the mess created by the activities became the burden of officials of the Lagos State Waste Management Agency.
Aside from the primary elections holding in this area, Lagosians have also taken advantage of the business opportunity lying in this area. While some say they've made enough money for their pockets at this event, they are so excited that such events could continue. But beyond the economic boom and lots of cash they have in their pockets, they wish that the decision made in this place would make Nigeria a whole lot better than what it used to be. Omotayo Alo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
President Goodluck Jonathan has finally laid to rest speculations on the fate of his deputy, Namadi Sambo, by picking him as his running mate for the 2015 presidential election. Jonathan made the announcement shortly after he was ratified as the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party at a special convention in Abuja. He argued that he has done enough to earn a second term, while suggesting that the opposition is a group of desperate power seekers with empty promises.
For Nigerians, the coming election is very simple. The choice between going forward or going backward. Between the new ways and the old ways. Between freedom and repression. Between the record of peaceful achievement and beneficial reform and desperate power seekers with empty promises. Architect Mohammed Namadi Sambo, a lawyer and cancer partner, a dependable, trustworthy gentleman, and a true patriot will be my running mate. To ask presidential candidate once again. With your continued support, the leadership of God Almighty, Vice President Sambo and I will campaign together to win another resounding victory.
Hello, okay. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for President.
While the APC converged on Lagos for its presidential primaries, the ruling People's Democratic Party held a special convention at the Eagle Square in Abuja to ratify the candidacy of President Goodluck Jonathan. At the end of the two-day event, Jonathan was endorsed by the delegates, while Adamu Mohazu's position as party chairman was ratified. A number of the party leaders and faithfuls also expressed optimism on PDP's chance of extending its 16-year rule in 2015. Well, the stage is again set for a repeat of what transpired in 2011 presidential election in what is expected to be a battle royale. The two candidates of the two biggest political parties in Nigeria will once again go before Nigerians to seek votes come 2015. The expectations as well as the stakes are high.
Here's a rematch of old foes. Both of them squared off in 2011 and Jonathan drew the first blood. Who will draw the second blood this time around? Buhari, a former military head of state and retired general, has been the biggest bone in the ruling party's throat since 2003, when he first ran in the presidential race. Then he faced former President Olusegun Obasanjo in what was expected to be a very tough election. But at the end of the day, Obasanjo defeated him in what observers described as a sham of an election, while PDP scored 24,456,140 votes, representing 61.94% of the ballot. Buhari, as the candidate of All Nigerian People's Party, got 12,710,022, representing 32.19%. Buhari went to court, but also lost in the legal battle. In 2007, Buhari ran again on the ticket of ANPP, this time coming against his kinsman, Umaru Yar'Adua. Again, he lost, scoring 6,605,299, representing 18.72%, while Yar'Adua got 24,638,063 votes, representing 69.82%. Buhari challenged the result but lost in his case in court. In 2011, Buhari gave it another shot, this time as a candidate of the Congress for Progressive Change, CPC. He faced Jonathan for the first time, and while he did very well in the core north, Jonathan beat him around in the south and north central. Jonathan had 22,495,187 votes, representing 58.89%, while Buhari secured 12,214,853 votes, representing 31.98%. There was violence in parts of the north as results were being awaited, and hundreds of people lost their lives in the process, most notably members of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. He went to court and lost again. They are now going to have a rematch on February 14, 2015. This is Buhari's fourth attempt. He has failed thrice. Will he make it full-time lucky? The supporters are hopeful for the first time. The opposition in Nigeria is united. Three major opposition parties came together to form APC, thereby giving Buhari a broader national base than in the previous elections. The die is cast come 2015.
APC! Congratulations once more.
Aborted governorship primaries of the People's Democratic Party in Kwara State, which was slated for yesterday, is yet to take off. Correspondent Rashid reports that the venue of the primaries is under tight security cover, apparently to prevent a repeat of the free-for-all that greeted the last attempt. There are 13 contestants for the ticket of the PDP in the state, and the process has been mired in controversy from the onset. Benue State Governor Gabriel Suswam is reported to be meeting the aspirants, after which they are all expected to hit the venue for the primary. We'll bring you details of the primaries as they unfold. We'll take a break now, and I'll be back with more stories on the CoreTV News. Don't go away.
From time immemorial, women have birthed life, shaped character, and by extension, influenced the society. Moremi of Ife, Emoten of Benin, Queen Aminat of Zaria, all women of influence and power.
Whether it's before election, after election.
How ironical, women being so powerful yet have few grounds in decision making.
I see you as a wife, and I see you as a wife to a man.
We are talking women in politics.
A woman will be bold enough to stand up and say, I want to become president of Nigeria.
Only on CoreTV News.
Welcome back. You can get all of our top stories on any of our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/CoreTV News. Our Twitter handle is at CoreTV News NG, and we're streaming live on YouTube. It's youtube.com/CoreTV, leave a space and news. A twin bomb blast has hit the ever-busy Terminus Market in Jos, the Plateau State capital. The explosions were said to have occurred late afternoon as people were preparing to go home around 6 p.m. local time yesterday. Though no official statement has been made so far on the cause of the bombing or the casualty figure. The bombing occurred near the site of a similar one in May that led to the death of many, and it was at a time when the area was not as busy as it usually is. We'll keep you posted on that story in subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, the Kano State Police Commissioner Adirele Shinaba has confirmed that 4 people died while 7 others sustained severe injuries at the twin suicide bomb blast that rocked Kanti Quarry Textile Market in the state. That was on Monday. The attack occurred less than 2 weeks after over 100 people were killed in a gun and bomb attack on the Kano Central Mosque. The police commissioner, who briefed journalists, added that the suicide bombers were girls in a hijab.
Well, so far, from what I gathered, there are about 6 dead people with 7 injured. The injured have all been taken to the hospital. The dead have been moved equally to the mortuary, including the 2 female suicide bombers. So what we are doing right now is to cordon off the entire marketplace so that people will not come under the pretext of sympathizing with the people and start looting the show. We are here and we are going to put adequate security in place to discourage people who are coming to whom may want to loot the goods in the market. We are working in conjunction with the market union executives, and that's what we are doing so far. And the situation has been brought under control, as you can see things for yourself. Very soon we are opening the road, which we are blocking to prevent people surging forward in case there could be another blast. Our explosive ordnance department are already working around the market to ensure that there is no bomb that is still laden inside the market, so that we don't have more casualties.
What about the girls going by the recording of the people?
Sorry?
How about
The police authorities have commenced disciplinary action against the operative who tortured a couple in Lagos. This was after Inspector General of Police Sulaiman Abba ordered an investigation into the alleged torture of a photographer and his wife around the Lekki roundabout. Police spokesman Emmanuel Ojukwu, who confirmed this, says the officer is now undergoing administrative trial. He added that all the police personnel whose conduct, he noted, did not speak well, are also being sanctioned preparatory to further necessary action. The police spokesman said the action is in line with the contents of the newly launched MPF Human Rights Practice Manual and quotes the IG as saying that human rights abuse won't be tolerated in the force. Worried by threats by a group of policemen to go on strike, the police authorities have warned against acts capable of jeopardizing public peace. Inspector General of Police Sulaiman Abba also advised Assistant Inspector General and Command Police Commissioners to closely monitor men under their jurisdiction. This was after a group of 7 policemen issued a strike threat over some of the challenges of policing in Nigeria, including promotion and uniforms. IG Abba, however, said in a statement issued in Abuja that efforts are on to address welfare issues in the force. He also added that the police would not tolerate any acts of indiscipline, while noting that anyone caught making an inciting statement would not only be punished internally, but would also be made to face the wrath of the law. The tirade between Ogun State PDP chieftain Buruji Kashamu and former President Olusegun Obasanjo over the latest memoirs titled My Watch may be far from over. Buruji seeks and got an injunction from a court in Abuja to stop the former president from launching the book, but the court order was defied by Obasanjo, who went ahead with the occasion and subsequently lambasted the judge. Justice Valentine Ashi also gave the former president 21 days to show cause why he should not be punished for flouting the court order for going ahead to publish the book. Oluwaseyi Adegoke met with 3 Lagos-based lawyers on the development and filed in this report.
2 of the 3 Lagos-based lawyers, Justice Uhuebu and Paul Onyeka, are of the view that the ex-president flouted the court order and deserved to be punished under the law.
Once any person, an individual or group of persons, had faulted a court order, court judgment or court ruling without due process, it is contempt. What the court did was the right thing in the right direction by making such an order without wasting time. And if that is not done, the implication will be that the law courts in Nigeria will become a toothless bulldog. I am not only advocating that those books should be confiscated and all the rest, that the court should have even ordered for the arrest of the former President Obasanjo.
A court of competent jurisdiction gave such order. And I mean, the law is not respecter of anybody. And I guess the president may have overlooked that fact. And to me, I think it's in the right direction. And somebody of his personality is expected to live by example.
For the third lawyer, Monday Ubani, though Obasanjo's conduct was unlawful in the face of the earlier court order, the ex-president should be given a chance to defend his action.
President Obasanjo has been given this opportunity now to come and explain why he should not be committed for contempt for having violated an express order of the court, that he should not go ahead with the launching of the book. So he has the right now to come and explain. Now, if the explanation is not satisfactory, then the court now can commit him to prison, or any other penalty can be imposed upon him. But I think most of the time it's usually custodial sentencing that should go with the issue of contempt or disobeying court order.
Meanwhile, a 20 billion naira libel suit has been filed against Olusegun Obasanjo by Kashamu. Oluwaseyi Adegoke, CoreTV News, Lagos.
Earlier, the judge Valentine Ashi gave the order after the ex-president went ahead on Tuesday in Lagos and presented the book to the public, disobeying the court's restraining injunction. The decision by the former president to appeal was prompted by the 21-day ultimatum given him by the court to explain why he should not be punished for flouting a restraining order. The chairman, Mobilization and Organizing Committee, People's Democratic Party Southwest, Mr. Buruji Kashamu, had instituted a legal action against some sections of the publication. Obasanjo filed the appeal through his legal team led by Gboyega Oyewole, challenging the confiscation order, citing 10 grounds to support the appeal and arguing that the trial judge erred in his ruling. The former president also released a statement signed by him in Abeokuta where he said he did not dare the judiciary as widely interpreted by media reports. We'll take another break now and I'll be back with an update from India. Don't go away.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then News. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
Outside Nigeria, Russia's President Vladimir Putin held talks on Thursday with India's new Prime Minister as sanctions hit Moscow since to strengthen energy, defense and strategic ties in Asia. Putin seeks to advance nuclear power, oil and natural gas and even diamond deals with long-standing ally India on his first visit since Prime Minister Narendra Modi swept the power in May. The president is seeking new markets for Russia's natural resources as its economic reels under US and EU sanctions over its backing of an uprising in Ukraine and annexation of Crimea. Putin and Modi shook hands, smiled for the cameras on the steps of a former palace in New Delhi before heading inside for talks. Putin is expected to focus on boosting two-way trade, which stands at just $10 billion a year. despite strong ties that date back to 1950s after the death of Stalin. Since coming to power, Modi has sought closer ties with U.S. President Barack Obama, who was accepted an invitation to join India's Republic Day celebrations in January. But India opposes joining Western sanctions against Russia and is likely to disregard a caution from Washington that now is not the right time to do business with Moscow. That wraps it this hour on CoreTV News. Join us again at the top of the hour for more stars. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Thanks for being there.